Hello and welcome back to another ink expedition. This being on the sunset inspiring orange inks. I just received this new speedball dip pen and nib set and wanted to give it a go. I've swabbed many red inks now, but I have a few new orange inks, so I thought I'd get my entire orange collection out. First we have Diamine Flame, which you might remember from my recent Inkvent calendar videos. These calligraphy nibs let you see shading more prominently. To me, Flame is still a bit too light and unsaturated, unfortunately. It is a very bright orange, and there is some shading here. Next we have a very popular Diamine ink in Pumpkin. I feel like Pumpkin is everything I wanted Flame to be. It's a bright orange ink that's still saturated and has lovely shading. Even though these two inks look similar, there is a fine line between what I like and dislike from any particular ink. Next we have another Diamine ink that seems quite popular online, this being Autumn Oak. This is a bit more of a burnt orange, with brown autumn tones. This ink comes with some really lovely shading, and looks great against cream paper. This is the last of the Diamine inks I recently purchased, and it is probably the most popular of the bunch. This would be in the top 5 most liked Diamine inks online, just after fan favourites such as Oxblood or Red Dragon. And of course, we are talking about Ancient Copper. This is also more of a burnt orange, but I could not include it in this video. The shading and tones you get with this really stand out, and makes it one of my favourite inks of the last few years. Next ink is a bit of a wild card. I'm not actually sure if it's still made. It's by the stationery store Il Papiro and is called Rosso, the Italian word for red. The bottle was a little misleading about the name, but Inchiostro Finissimo just means fine ink. While it's called red, it is definitely more on the orange side and comes with some yellow sheen that I rarely see on other inks. Next we have an ink from Robert Oster, this being Burned Orange. This has been my favourite Robert Oster ink for a while, but I don't have too many in my collection. Not much shading here, but a great colour that matches my mid-century aesthetic. Finally, we have one of the first inks I ever owned. Pilot Iroshizuku Yu-Yake. This has been my go-to orange ink for years now. We will have to see if Pumpkin overtakes it as my new favourite. Great shading on nearly all paper types, dries quickly, performs really well. And those are the 7 orange inks I currently have in my collection. What others should I add? Let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and goodbye.